All right, still under the weather, so I'm going to do a really quick video. This one is only a concern with this condition that it is outside its normal time window where it's, let's say, delivering a snapshot or when replication is running. Okay, so you'll see this message in the history log, or I'm sorry, the distribution history table that says the process is running and waiting for a response from the server. So this is not a concern if it's still running, and it should still be running. This is only a concern if it's running and it should not be still running. So one of the ways you can determine that is timestamp a table with before and after scripts if it's snapshot replication. That's one way, but the other way too is you can look at the distribution history table and you can see where it'll say, you know, starting up, and get that message and then the ending message, and then get the time between there, right? So that's another way that you can go about doing that. When you see this message and you know it's abnormal, what you want to do is you want to check for a contention on the distribution database, or you want to check for contention on the destination server. For instance, something may be blocking it on the destination server, so that's why it's waiting for a response. Remember that this relates to the replication agent. This does not relate to anything else. So if someone says, "Oh no, is my log reader turned off?" No, this isn't about the log reader. The log reader is just reading the transactions from the log, right? This is saying I'm trying to send data over to the destination server and I'm still running and I'm waiting for a response from that destination server, okay? Big thing here with when it comes to the distribution database contention: scale, scale, scale. Each publisher should have its own distribution database. Always remember that the data set may grow. If I had $1 for every time someone told me, "Oh, Tim, we don't need a distribution database for each publisher because we're only going to be replicating these 5 tables." And guess what happens 6 months later? "Hey, we want to replicate these 400 tables." And then guess what happens 6 months later after that? Hey, we want to replicate these 2,000 tables, right? So prepare from the beginning that people are just going to add to it. And when you prepare that from the beginning, you don't have to worry about scaling. Whereas someone who hasn't, they're going to have a lot more work on their plate, because if everything is going to be fighting over one distribution database, there's going to be a lot of contention, and you may see issues where something should have finished and it hasn't. So these are just a note. Always remember to scale. It may be blocking on the destination server if you see this message and you shouldn't, but just remember, make sure that this is abnormal.